They say no one finishes a full night inside the hollow wind house. It sits on the edge of old woods near Millerton, New Hampshire. Rotted shutters, warped porch, a dead garden strangled in thorn. I didn't believe the stories. I was a photographer, looking for forgotten places. The house was perfect, isolated, untouched, and free to enter. I arrived at 5:17 p.m. By 6 o'clock, the wind started, even though the air was still. By 7 o'clock, I started hearing footsteps upstairs. I was alone. The staircase groaned like it hated me. Upstairs, everything was covered in a thin layer of ash, even though there was no fire damage. In the guest bedroom, the wallpaper was peeling at the corners. Underneath, I saw something drawn on the wood. A face, smiling, eyes wide, carved with a blade. I pulled more wallpaper back. Dozens of faces, some angry, some terrified. One looked like me. Same scar above the eyebrow, same crooked nose. That night, I tried to sleep in the front room. The wind outside whispered my name. 3 a.m., I woke up freezing. The fire I lit was gone. Every candle was out. And the grandfather clock, the one in the hallway that hadn't worked for decades, was ticking backward. I stepped toward it. The hands moved faster. When they reached 12, something thudded from upstairs. I turned around to find the hallway longer. Much longer. There were pictures on the walls now. Black and white photographs I hadn't taken, showing people sleeping in this house, and something standing behind them. In one photo, the person in bed was me. By the fourth night, the wind no longer howled, it spoke. Whispers filled every room, crawling into the floorboards and dripping from the ceilings. She waits in the walls. She waits for skin. In the kitchen, I found a trapdoor hidden beneath the linoleum. It led to a crawl space, and beneath that, a sealed wooden box. Inside, hair, teeth, fingernails, and a child's note, written in perfect cursive. We gave her the girl, but she wanted a voice. The fifth room on the second floor had no windows, just a mirror nailed to each wall. At first, I only saw myself, but as I turned to leave, the reflection stayed facing forward. Then it smiled. Not my smile. The room grew colder. The door slammed shut. From every mirror, the same woman began to emerge. Tall, veiled, mouth stitched shut. She reached toward the glass, and the voice in my head whispered, "She took your voice the moment you stepped inside. Now you scream, and no one hears." I finally gathered the courage to open the basement. The steps were stone, slick with moisture, and each one groaned like it hadn't been stepped on in decades. The wind didn't follow me down there. It stopped completely. At the bottom was a rocking chair, facing the wall. It was moving. There was no one in it, but I heard breathing. Shallow, broken. Then a voice behind me whispered, perfectly clear, "The walls remember you." I turned, no one. When I looked back at the chair, it was no longer empty. She rose from the chair slowly, skin gray, veins like vines under her cheeks. Her mouth was still stitched shut, but her eyes were mine, exactly mine. She stepped toward me and raised a mirror to my face. It wasn't me anymore. It was her, the woman from the wallpaper, from the photographs, from the mirrors. My body wouldn't move. I tried to scream, but no sound came out. She took my voice. Now she wanted my face. I woke outside the house, alone. Dawn was rising, but the sky wasn't blue. It was gray and hollow, like smoke trapped in glass. I tried to leave the property. The road was gone. Only the house remained. From the attic window, I saw a figure standing, someone watching me with my face. She waved once. The wind picked up behind me, whispering through the trees. "Now you live in the walls, just like the rest." And when I looked down, my hands were ash. The hollow wind had taken me.